Hello everyone, my name is Briana, and today I'm really happy to be recording this video because as the title says, my previously completely torn ACL was able to heal without surgery. If you guys know nothing or very little about the cross-bracing protocol, I will tell you guys a brief version of what it is, but I highly suggest you guys go check out the actual article that talks about everything I will be talking about in this video. So I will have it linked in the description below. So in order for this to happen, I followed the cross-bracing protocol where my leg was placed in a brace for 3 months. And for the first month of the 3, my leg was positioned at a 90-degree angle. And for the remaining 2 months, there were weekly increments in my leg's range of motion until brace removal, which would be at the 3-month mark. So this protocol was developed by doctors in Australia, and the purpose of immobilizing the knee at a 90-degree angle for the first month is because at that range, the knee is at an angle where the ruptured ACL remnants can basically come together and facilitate bridging of tissue and healing. In this study, there were 80 participants, and 72 out of them that had complete discontinuity of the ACL at baseline had signs of ACL healing on the 3-month MRI. What this means is that 90% of the people that participated had signs of ACL healing, which is absolutely amazing. And with that brief explanation, I will tell you guys a little bit about my experience with the protocol and what happened to me. So in May of this year, 2024, I completely ruptured my ACL while I was playing soccer. And when I went to the hospital, my doctor told my family and I that the standard for treating the torn ACL was through ACL reconstruction surgery. However, I was extremely fortunate to have such an amazing doctor. His name is Dr. Shar, and he knew about studies going on outside of the US. So since I live in the United States and this protocol was being studied in Australia, my doctor introduced my family and I to the protocol and the article that talked about it, and we decided to follow it even though there was uncertainty of whether it was going to work or not. This uncertainty came because the cross-bracing protocol was still not completely verified that it was going to work, and also the fact that I'm 15 years old and I was 15 at the time of my injury, and the study was done on participants aged 16 to 36, which would mean that I was placed like right on the edge of maybe qualifying. But we did end up going for it, as the only thing we had to lose was time, because if this procedure didn't work, I would still need to have surgery, so I would end up losing 3 months of precious time. But either way, me and my family didn't want me to get surgery, and now I'm here today more than happy with our decision. Now, 3 months after injury, which would be marking the end of my healing procedure with the brace, I had another doctor's appointment, which would be the most important because I would be getting my results from my recent MRI. And thankfully, the MRI showed healing of the ACL. So over here, I have the message I received on my first MRI when I had just torn my ACL. And this also shows how I had a high-grade MCL injury and a large effusion, but those weren't as severe as the ACL injury. And over here, I have the message I received after the 3-month MRI, which showed how I had ACL healing. And unfortunately, guys, I wish I had the images for both of the MRIs, but I don't have access to them. But to sum all of this up, this is a really big deal, and I'm extremely grateful that all of this worked out, as it was previously believed that the ACL had limited healing capacity. But with new studies coming out, now we know that it actually has a rich vascular supply, and the process of placing the knee at a fixed angle allows the ACL to heal. And of course, healing naturally is always better, and I was able to skip surgery. And because of this, I may even have a better outcome in the long term, because the surgery comes with possible negative effects, like the doctors bringing in the ACL too close together, which can cause problems in the future, and bad arthritis, and also addiction to opioids, which may cause people to take fentanyl later on, which of course can be deadly. This doesn't mean I will not suffer complications long term as well, as the impact of the injury itself will cause problems, but it will most likely be less severe than if I had surgery. With all of this, if you're someone who has a ruptured ACL, I highly recommend you follow the cross bracing protocol, as it is worth it, and I approve of it. It worked with me, and I also had my doubts, but the results show that it was worth it. Thank you for listening, and please go check out the cross bracing protocol that I have linked in the description below. And if you guys have any questions or want any further information about anything, please feel free to comment or contact me, as I did an overview about everything. If you guys want me to go more in depth in a specific area, I'll be glad to do so. As of today, I'm about 4 months and 2 weeks into my recovery journey. So it's been 4 months and 2 weeks since I started the cross bracing protocol. And in the article, the participants went back to sport at 12 months. So right now, I'm working on physical therapy, getting stronger, and just working my way on returning back to my sport. And I'll be recording my progress, and if you guys want me to make another video, maybe about my experience, like how it was being on the brace, I'll be happy to do so. Thank you so much.